Ever since Rocket League's creation, the best players have been seeing who they can beat in 1 versus 2s. It's been happening for a long time, and just to cut off some of these videos for you, it's easy when the players are fairly low ranked or even a couple ranks below you, but what happens when you get towards the top end of the spectrum? We're talking about all the way up into Grand Champ 3 or SSL, where there isn't a ton of space above you. Are there no players who can take down 2 Grand Champ 3s in a 1v2? I know a regular Supersonic Legend would not be able to do it, but today's pro is not just a regular Supersonic Legend. It is a guy who has been playing amazing all by himself. These are his recent 1v1 matchups. Nugget playing against the number 4 and number 5 player in the world in Mass and Diaz and not dropping a single game, on top of a couple other show matches where he also didn't drop a single game. It became clear that there was not a good enough opponent with just one person on the map for Nugget. So today we have Nugget versus a couple of his friends that are Grand Champ 3. Is a pro level player good enough to take down the second highest rank in the game? Today we find out. So here we go. We have Nuggets versus his 2 college teammates who are rated around 1,800 and 1,600, I would say, respectively. So we've averaged it out, and we've made it 1,700. It's a best of 3. Nugget seems to be under the impression that he can beat the both of them. We're just going to probably watch mostly, if not all, from Nugget's POV as he attempts to take on his teammates 2v1. They said they're prepping for a tournament, and nobody will play them because Nuggets is too good. They don't want to scrim against Nuggets, and he has proven to be too good here for them in the first 25 seconds. Nugget always seems to be really interested in doing these 1 versus X type matchups. He has tried a 1 versus 3 Grand Champs before on the channel, but I think we ended up having maybe like a Grand Champ 3 or 2 in there. That was a pretty high Grand Champ, and it was too much for him, and it was also too much for Moxie. We had Moxie try it as well, and that's the last time we've done any 1 versus X type challenges. Now, Nuggets is back at it again. 2 1700s versus 1 guy who has yet to lose on stream in the past month or so, playing against the best possible players, and he's the kind of guy who you maybe would see succeeding in this type of situation. I think there's a few type of players that might do well. Players that can go the length of the field, like on an air dribble, and outplay a single player or 2 1700s even on a goal line. Can make offense out of nothing. That's not necessarily Nugget's strength, but what he does well is he counters. He counters with the best of them. So if these two commit even slightly on a shot attempt, they're going to get beats, as Nugget will fake them both and retake the lead, dropping the calculated. For those of you who have never played as a member of a multiple against 1, it does take a bit to figure it out and play it differently than 2v2. It's not the same as 2v2, especially when your opponent is much higher rated than in your normal 2v2 games. But you need to play it a little bit safer. I don't hate the Feer type passing play there from the 2 teammates, but you just have to prevent 1v1 situations as much as possible, obviously, because they will be losing them every time they get into them. And here is that chase down attempt, but made it home. Could not get it there in time. His name is Made It Home because he just sprinted home from I don't know where he was. He was trying to queue on his laptop, but then sprinted home in order to play this match. Nice save from Made It Home. Dath is apparently their higher rated player, their potential carry here in this matchup, as Nugget is easily going to be able to dunk that one. The question is, does he go all in? And he doesn't. I think he had a chance to score there, and under a different context, he might dive in to try and score it, but he needs to give as few free opportunities to the 1700s as possible, as he demos one and wins out on the challenge against the other. He's got a ton of field ahead of him. 1700 forcing the flick early. Dath reset to the back wall. Nuggets was convinced that he had to defend the first take and was not around to stop the second one. A lot of respect, or really just an outplay. I mean, you can see Nugget jumping off the wall right as Dath got the reset. Basically Nugget saying, I don't believe you. I don't believe you're actually going to get this reset. I'm just going to challenge you on the ball and try and take it away. But when Dath popped it using the reset, that's when they got the better position. And now Nugget in a tie game. 2 minutes left to go. Dribble from the back corner. Faked them both, but actually landed and put it wide off the post. Going to be an easy target for a demo. Slow moving there, so he'll reset. And they are pre-jumping. I don't know what they're doing. This is just going to get them counterattacked. Nugget wants to see this happen unless, of course, you save some of that boost and use it for a demo. They could not score quickly, though, as Made It Home will get up for another air dribble. Dath is waiting midfield. Made It Home. Not going to be able to do it all by himself. Nugget gets the save and will win this 50 as well. Nugget needs to be careful as he retreats. Yeah, Dath undercut him. And even though he didn't get... Oh, no! Made it home! Oh, no! Made it home! The Mechie reset. It went across the net and not on target. What are you going to do? That could have been the series... Oh, not the series winning, but the game-winning goal. Now Nugget wants a reset on 100. Not going to get it, but a 50... Powers the ball out of danger. Made It Home trying to back pass, but Nugget there to take it over. Waiting for the first dribble to come to the ground, taking it away. Dath doing a really good job of sweeping through and making sure to force Nugget to dodge demos after every play he makes, but Nugget is managing to do so, and that was so close to being a goal again for the 1700s. But Nuggets was able to stop it. 15 seconds left to go. This has proven to be a close match. A little infield passing play is in. Oh my goodness, I was going to say it was not in because I thought Nugget was going to be able to get up to stop it. But a huge play from the teammates. And the last pixel does fall in before the save. I'll be honest, when I heard the rating of Nuggets opponents, I thought it was going to be really hard for him here in this 2v1. And so far it shows that his teammates, his college teammates, have the edge, but it's a best of 3. So Nugget, a couple more chances. Game 2. Can Nuggets make adjustments to take it in this second game? The double is going to be saved. No, it isn't. A fortunate bounce for Nugget. After Dath, I'm sure, felt like he had the save, but only guided it into the net slower. Nuggets' series win streak is potentially still alive if he can end up winning a couple games here. Ooh, Dath, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. A little my fault dropped. Tell you what, bud, we knew. Didn't need the quick chat. Can't be making these mistakes with Nugget. Nugget versus KC. You're right. You're right. What are we doing? 2 1700s. It's time to ramp it up a notch. Dath trying to pre-jump an air dribble that never came. Nugget got over the top of one, but actually just passed a shot to his own demise. Look at the zap dash recovering to potentially get him back into play, but it's not going to happen. Almost got the bump. That was probably his way out. With a demo or a good enough bump, you could then figure out getting to the ball later. Nuggets. Anytime he's in a 1v1, he'll be in good shape. So what are the 1700s doing here? I mean, I think that single jump to try and bump Nugget just isn't worth it. I mean, I think you got to stay grounded. You got to stay available. You got to stay around so that nobody is playing in a 1v1. As well as, you know, the other teammate might need to be a bit more aggressive because you have to make sure that you take advantage of everything your teammate does. If your teammate dispossesses the Nugget for a moment, then you need to be there to capitalize instead of allowing him to recollect possession and play 1v1. Like, I think that challenge is good. Instead of trying to turn in shadow, obviously it's very good after the demo, and Made It Home something before Made It Home that got censored. I don't know what that is, but gonna get on the board as they're now within 1 against Nuggets. And a direct kickoff goal is gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Nugget needs to do a better job of controlling these. You often see players playing in a 1v2 not even going to kick off, but it doesn't seem to be a strategy for Nugget. He likes his kickoffs more, even if he's going to have to play against, you know, a full boost secondary player afterwards, or even, you know, a 50 boost secondary player immediately following. Dath couldn't get the reset shot, and the wise challenge from Made It Home as early as possible to prevent being stuck in a 1v1, but now we have a 1v1. Nugget versus Dath, and the fake will do it. Nuggets takes the lead, 4-3. A high-scoring game. We know how those high-scoring games normally go for Nuggets. As this kickoff's going to bounce midfield. Nugget passed to himself off the side wall. Decided to back off when he saw Dath going for it. Does he have the full field back wall dribble? I think it'll be a tough time for the 1700s to challenge him on a dribble like this, but Dath just waited on the goal line and was able to get the save off the bounce. What a flick from just Made It Home. Oh, but he couldn't follow it up. Fortunately, there's 2 of them. Credit to Made It Home for the flick. That's a saucy flick, though. Just a little bit off target, and Nugget was definitely panicking. He thought the follow-up was going to be there sooner. And it takes a lot to get Nugget to panic. Can Nugget defeat Old Feer? No, there's no way. I mean, Old Feer obviously undefeated and has never lost a game. He's the best player to ever grace Rocket League. Nice use of the resets. Nuggets obviously not going to this kickoff when somebody is spawning way closer. Booming this one away. As he has no boost left to work with, he'll back off. Now on the air dribble, needs to play quickly to not allow Made It Home to get back. And Nuggets will make it 6-4 with 2 minutes left to go. Made It Home. Impressive setup on the shot. Nugget, though, just completely stuffs it. Now Dath. Got a reset there? I think I heard a flip. I don't know at what moment he was able to get it. Chase down Demo for Nuggets, who just needs to win a low 50 with Made It Home. And what a save. Dath recovers. Minute 28 left to go. Nugget fully resetting here. He's going to have somebody chasing him down for sure. Flick is wide and saved by Nugget. Chaining dashes together to not have to waste any boosts as he follows the ball down the side wall. Somehow, I was going to say, somehow was able to not get demoed and wasn't panicking here. I think he felt like he was going to be able to turn on the play. I think if he was panicking, he probably jumps to make sure he gets out of the way, but he thought he was just going to be able to stay ahead of it. (6-5) with 1:03 left to go. Nuggets, decent 50 off the kickoff. Stole the back corner boost, which means Made It Home is going to be coming back late, but Made It Home did exactly what he needed to. Just any sort of breakup touch on the ball to help out his teammate, give him an opportunity to challenge. Another bump on Nugget. Needs to be careful, because what you don't want to do is throw yourself at the attacking wall with 0 boost and leave your opponent, or sorry, your teammate, to have to deal with a full field attack from Nugget, and that is kind of what he did, although Nugget got around 2. Made It Home did his best to pre-flip out, but did not ever really affect the shot, and the Nugget catch will cut around to make it 7-5. Ooh, fake kickoff. Love that. 1700's mixing it up. Doesn't matter, though. Nugget had it red. Ooh, that bump will probably do it. You just have to be so ready for a bump at any moments. Nugget, I don't know, I mean, in retrospect, it seems obvious that he was never going to be able to catch that and control it with made it home right there on the side wall. But you just forget for a second that you're playing in a 2v1. Nugget, a great setup. Or actually, not that good of a setup. Head to the back wall, but he doesn't need to score right now. Nice backflip away. The ball will hit the ground. Nugget is going to tie up the series. It's a close one, but another high-scoring game goes Nugget's way as he tries to close out the best of 3. Game 3. Nuggets. A guy who's playing some of the best 1v1 we've seen. No, Dathel, you have to score those. You absolutely have to score those. You have to score those. You have to score those. Okay. He did. He did score those. But boy, did it take him a while. Just running the clock. He's just running the clock, he says, as he gets a 1-0 lead. And man, he wasted a ton of clock. We're all the way down to 4:49 now because of that super high IQ time wasting. Has made it home. Trying to get out of here with a clip as well. But Nuggets prevents the shot before it ever has a chance. Ooh, what a fake. Love the fakes. Unfortunately, made it home. Just put it too high. That was definitely available. Oh, what a shot from Nugget. Did he put it off the backboard, though? Great fakes, great movement to keep both 1700s thinking he was going to take the ball at any moment. Missed demo. That is the risk about demos. Missed demos means 1v1s, and Nugget is too good. If you don't connect on your demo, then Nugget is just going to do something like this. Play an aerial that never slows down and doesn't allow the teammate to get back in the game. And just attack against one. If you're able to place it as perfectly top right as that, you're not going to have too hard of a time. What I haven't seen from the 1700s yet is any follow-up demos. When Nugget goes for a kickoff and uses his 30 boost to, you know, try and win the immediate kickoff, he's going to land and be a pretty big target for a demo. I don't know if the 1700s could maybe have one player going for the kickoff and the other one looking to go for a chase down demo to open up the possession. Could be a mistake with how well Nugget plays around the ball, but at the same time, I have a hard time imagining him being able to punish too much off those kickoffs. Dath, great challenge. Might be able to just score on his own. It's a 1v1 play. Nugget versus Dath, and Nugget lost. And those are going to be huge for the twos team. Ooh, the cheat up on the kickoff. It's not a demo, but it's probably even better. Nugget did not win it as much as he needed to. Now, whenever made it home, it's on the kickoff. Nugget is going to be faking. Made it home. Couldn't do much with it. Couple chain dashes on the wall. But ultimately, Nugget pulling off of the challenge. A save on made it home and a flick. Trying to slice it between both of them. Not able to do so as he'll reset possession down 2 as we approach halfway through this game. The 1700s might be too much for Nugget. That take cut off early. Made it home. Needs to be careful not to put himself completely out of the play after this air dribble, which he might have just done. He did steal Nugget's boost, though. Forced him to make that setup on 20 or so. Nugget fake challenge on the side wall. wants multiple touches in a row. 1700s have fixed their rotation such that they've never allowed Nugget to do that. And on this challenge, Dath is leaving the play. Just made it home. Able to handle it just fine all by himself. Minute 50 left to go. Nugget is going to get a reset. Perfect spawn. Cuts around one. Now one defender to beat. Needs to be perfect here, and that's a heavy touch. One that's going to allow the second defender back, and that follow-up shot is not it either. So a lost opportunity from Nugget. He'll fake off the ball and get himself a carry. He was hoping for a dive that maybe he could flick over the top. That dive never came. It's been a back and forth here in the midfield. But that favors the 1700s right now. Nugget has a strong start to this dribble. Will he go for a ground pinch? He does, but not very strong. Still bouncing on its way in. Dath able to cover it. Air dribble. Went for an air dribble bump. Nugget got the save around. Bit of an all-in play from both these guys. Dath gets just enough boost to get up and prevent Nugget from taking that ball out of the air and capitalizing. Nugget not the best of landings. Little back pass between the two teammates. And a sidewall redirect is on target, but Nugget has it covered. Yeah, you see the nose dropped from Dath. He wanted the clip, but the follow-up demo. And it seems like they've proven to be too much. Nuggets, can he get 3 straight kickoff goals in 37 seconds against 2 players? I just highly doubt it. So it might be the game series over and the series streak over. The game streak over and the series streak over for Nuggets. But the way it had to happen was he had to bring 2 opponents in to take him down. Not a bad performance here from Nugget. I felt like, I mean, I guess it's not over. That save probably makes it over for sure. But I felt like he was going to be screwed. When they told me the ratings of his teammates, an 1800 and a 1600 essentially, I thought, no way. No way can almost anybody 2v1 them. But Nugget got pretty close. He's going to own goal here. 6-1. A dominating game 3 for the 1700s. A good try for Nuggets. But it's GG's. We need one more of this. Maybe Zen against 2. Yeah, I think Zen has done... he's done 3 GCs before. These guys are not... I don't know what 1700 and 1800 are. I don't think it's SSL. It should be like GC3, high GC3, and GC2 maybe. Or maybe high GC2. Yep, just beat a pro player. GG's. Thanks for playing, guys. You guys are better than Diaz, Nass, and Nush. Confirmed.